Are you ever in your own way? Today, we're going to be talking about how to work with fears and limiting beliefs that hold you back. I just got a question in, and that question today is, how can I overcome my fears and limiting beliefs to achieve my goals? Thank you for the question. Wow. There is a good chance that if you have a goal that you're working on, but not really working on it, something's holding you back. It might be a fear. It might be a limiting belief. It might really just be that that goal isn't a goal that you want now. It might not be important to you. So let's talk about all of those things. So the question really is, how do I address my fears and limiting beliefs, get those out of the way? First of all, we need to recognize what they are. So if you ever get held back or you work with clients who get held back from achieving their goals, even working towards their goals, or getting to a certain point and stopping, start tapping in. So we can tap in by asking various questions. What do you believe? When you're not working on your goals, what do you believe? When something stops you, what do you believe? What do you believe about that belief? What's important to you about the goal? What holds you back? What prevents you? What do you believe about that thing that's preventing you? That thing that's preventing you, what is its intention? What is it wanting from you? So these are meta model questions and meta questions that are helping us dig down below the surface of something stops me. When I meet someone who has a belief or that pattern that stops them, I know that there's a positive intention in there somewhere. So I'm using a process that's called communicating with symptoms. And most likely on this channel, on my channel, there's another video about that as well. Being able to communicate with the symptoms is basically saying, hey, symptom, that thing that stops you, what are you communicating to me? And if it's saying like, there's a fear and I'm trying to keep you safe. Safe from what specifically? Is it safe from losing myself, from being wrong, of being embarrassed, of fear of being better than my family, fear of what is it? Because that will give us something to actually work on. Because a fear could be multitudes of things. If somebody just came to me and said, hey, I have a fear, and I'm like, great, let's use this NLP process. But there's a difference between a fear of being chased by a bear and a fear of failure and a fear of not being good enough, a fear of success, a fear of failure. They're all different fears. So, first, I want you to get really clear, what is your fear? Or what is your client's fear? What is the fear? The fear of what? Hold that space. Because most of the time, it wants to keep us safe, that fear. And when we can communicate with it and figure out what is it trying to keep us safe from, that might be all we need to do because we're probably safe from whatever that is. If, however, there is a limiting belief, I'm just going to call that a pattern because everything is a belief. And some of them hold us back, some of them project us forward. If there is that belief that's holding us back, maybe we find out that there's a belief that says, or a fear that says it needs to be perfect, or I'm going to embarrass myself. We can start to use some NLP skills, parts integration, working with that part that wants to move forward, but the part that's fearful. We can use unconscious pattern change or other timeline processes to work on that pattern of embarrassing myself, or it needs to be perfect because there's probably a historical moment that pattern started when you were 2 years old or 3 years old, dancing and having fun and playing and being cute, and you got laughed at because you were being cute. I've seen that multiple times from clients. They come to a unconscious memory like that, and boom, it gets in there of, I'm not good enough. They're going to laugh at me. I'm going to be embarrassed. And it was this moment in time decades ago that is still holding them back and stopping them from what they want to do and desire to do. Don't you deserve for yourself and for your clients to help yourself release that stuff and help your clients release that because we are not our past. We are not our past. We are so much more than that. So much more than that. And those little blips in time, they make an impact. But you know what else can make an impact? That next blip in time where we take charge of it and we start to say, no, 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 no. I'm not going to let that affect me. So identifying what specifically is the fear, what are the beliefs that come back behind it, and then starting to address those. If you're not familiar with NLP and the NLP tools, find an NLP coach. Contact us at NLP Worldwide. We will let us know what you want to work on and where you're located in the world. And if you're willing to and happy to work with somebody remotely, and we will help you find a coach. Because this NLP stuff is tremendously important for understanding how the language of our mind creates those patterns that we run. And if we run those patterns of fear and those beliefs that are limiting us, we are going to get stuck. But I want you to achieve your goals. So let's talk about that real quick. Your goals are what you want, what you desire. And sometimes we start working towards goals that really aren't for us. They aren't passionate to us. I don't think every goal needs to be passionate to us, but we need to have a strong why, that purpose. So whatever the goal is for you, buy a new car, get a house, get a relationship, write a book, start a business, lose some weight, cook 5 meals a week. Ask yourself 5 times, for what purpose do I want that? Why, for what purpose? Not why necessarily, but it is the NLP question of why. What purpose do I want to cook those 5 meals a week? To save money. What else? To be healthy. What else? To embrace my cooking skills. What else? What other purpose do you have for what else? What other intention do you have behind cooking 5 times a week? Well, it's better for me. I can connect with my family. I can connect with myself. When we have a strong enough why, the how becomes easy, especially if we're addressing any of those fears or limiting beliefs that are hanging out in the back. So make sure that the goals you have are for you. You'll also find on my channel a video about the well-formed outcome, which is the NLP goal setting tool. And one of the questions that you're going to be asking yourself or your clients there is, for what purpose do you want this? We want those strong, strong whys. They make the getting the goal even simpler. For myself and Frankie, have a wonderful day. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it. If you've got a question, let me know so that I can help answer it. Frankie says bye too. See you.